What's good, sports gamers? And today I'll be breaking down on-ball defense in NBA 2K26. Let's jump straight into the controls you need to master, then I'll show you the strategies and tactics you can take to not make it easy for your opponents and slow down their attacks in NBA 2K26. I'm Chris from Sports Gamers Online, and alright, let's get it. First off, let's go over the controls. First, let's start with your defensive stance. By holding LT or L2 on your controller, this keeps you in front of the ball handler and prevents you from crossing your feet up and end up with the back of your head looking at the ball handler. You're not going to want to use this all the time, but most times when you're in front of them. And then tracking the ball handler, you want to flick the left stick in a given direction continuously. You flick because it gives you more room for error to change direction instead of holding the left stick constantly. It's about adjusting to their change of direction. It's better to be caught in the middle of not touching your left stick and adjusting than to already be pulling the left stick to the left or right and then adjusting to their dribble move. And lets you get out of your L2 and LT stance easier to change direction because you can come to a sudden stop easier. You're able to reach the balance between being stable in your stance and increasing mobility with your left stick flicks. Now to contest shots, if they're within an arm's reach, flick that right stick up to get your hands up. If you're further away, now you're going to want to utilize the RT and R2 button to sprint towards them and then hit Y or triangle to go for the block. It's risk versus reward, but they're wide open anyway, so go for it. Hands up defense isn't a catch-all, as you don't want to be in the hands up position when they're driving, as it just slows you down. One more thing on controls, go into your settings, find team communication and set it to defense only. This gives you indicators above your player's head telling you when the screen is coming and what coverage to run and if a switch is happening or if it's your job to stop the ball. This is important information to know. Now let's talk about positioning. This gets people killed by them moving all over the place. You got to know what you're defending and then work from there. There are two spots on the court you absolutely must deny your opponent from getting to: the free throw line and both low blocks. These are the animation zones where the game hands out easy layups, dunks, and fouls. Your job is to beat your man to these spots and position yourself between them and the basket. To help with this, imagine a line going from the ball to the hoop. Make sure you're always in between that line. So when the ball handler moves, you move. They dribble to the left, you flick your left stick to the left. If they dribble twice in the same direction, then you can start taking that angle seriously and commit there to walling them off. As a result, this helps you take away the most targeted area, the middle, because that's where the good angles are for attacking and the quickest way to the hoop. Force them to the sides where the help is, and it takes longer to go around you to score. But here's what you don't want to do when the ball handler moves to the left or right: you back up. Any sign of movement doesn't mean immediate retreat. You only back up when they give you a reason to, like I said, with them dribbling more than once in one direction. They're probably in attack mode. Fakes usually dribble once one way, then back the other. Now, if it looks like the ball handler is going to beat you into the paint, let go of the left trigger and it's time to chase. And don't chase directly behind them. That's the longest route to the hoop. You want to cut off their angle. You know where they're going, so try your best to meet them at the rim. When going for steals, you first off want to be aware of the 3 bars underneath your player, which are called your adrenaline bars. And each time you go for a steal, you lose a bar. And as a result, it also lowers your odds of successfully getting a steal on your next attempt. Coming up the court, just when they become comfortable with no fear of trouble, you strike on their ball hand. You usually can sneak this in when you blend in with all the other players and then suddenly appear out of nowhere. In a tried and true method, watch for the open space behind you. If you see it, they see it also. Sit on their hand the ball is likely to be in to get to that spot and watch the ball magically come to you. Another easy opportunity: when you force them to stop dribbling, they'll pass it off and then pass it right back. That's your window to strike. Players do this so often playing the computer, it becomes mindless. All right, let's go over a few more tips. Don't panic and chase fake retreats. If they back up while they're in the paint, either hold your ground or aggressively close the gap before they can counter, because they're coming back to you. Don't get caught in no man's land where they are driving by you again while you're moving forward. Always have a backup plan. If you commit to defending left, be mentally ready to go back right quickly. Nobody got a counter back 3 moves deep. And to practice getting better at your left flick sticks and changing directions, pull out a full court press during games. It's like training camp for tracking ball handlers without the pressure of giving up easy points. So alright sports gamers, I hope this video was able to help you out. Master what I went over to have your opponents frustrated every time up the court. And if you like the content we provide, make sure to subscribe to Sports Gamers Online for more NBA 2K26 content. And once you're with us, hit that bell icon at the bottom so you don't miss anything we put out. Alright people, I'm Chris. Thank you all for watching and be good, y'all.